Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Big Massive Podcast with me and Niall as your hosts. And we're welcoming the man, the myth, the legend, Mark McCarney.
How you doing, boys?
Grand.
Thanks for having me.
I was glad you came because I know you're flat out doing these.
I'm fucking sick of them. I fucking hate podcasts.
You just said before we started, podcasts are the worst thing ever. Fucking
It was. I was saying earlier, it's like podcast equipment's too cheap. Every cunt has one now, like.
No.
It should be priced out of it.
I know. I think Gedda started off and then it was just like everywhere. So I think COVID hit.
COVID was the big thing.
Was
Because
it
no
big?
one had anything else to do, like, so they just went, fuck it, we'll do this, like, but...
I definitely didn't enjoy. I don't enjoy the podcasts on what do you call it? Online. Do you know when they're like FaceTiming each other? Know what they call it? It's not Teams, is it?
Zooming like
Zoom. They
It's got a lot better, though.
I hear McCann's class now.
Aye, there's a special company now that does it. And it's
Riverside,
like, Riverside,
motherfucker.
aye, that's it.
Riverside, motherfucker.
And they're just flying, I think.
and you just sound like you're in the same room.
Aye.
That's what it has to be the exact same equipment in each.
Sure, then what do you call them boys too? What do you call the boys humping Taylor Swift?
Oh, Kelser.
They have a podcast and it's all over Zoom, sure. That's
I
mad.
can know there's a few. That depends who does it. I
I
suppose.
think the Free State one, Joe Brawley too. They don't live anywhere near each other, but you would swear they were in the same studio.
Are they not the same studio?
No.
Oh, very good. Well, it was just the bad early attempts then.
You could fool a lot in audio only videos of fucking...
Yeah. That was the step. Big Keezy hated when it turned to video. He loved the whole podcast. Originally, they were just an audio thing.
Yeah.
Nearly every podcast now is video on Spotify as well.
No, it's more like a TV production. Torture.
That's to sell fucking tickets for gigs.
I think I'd rather sell low tickets.
What? So you've got you're like a...
Long you go now in the podcast.
Jeez, I done episode 151 the other day. So what's that? 52 weeks in a year. So what, 3 years?
Fuck. So what are we at? Will we doubled up?
Fuck knows.
Like 300? Would be around that, wouldn't it? 300 and a few live shows.
No, we're 200 on Patreon alone, and we're 180 or something on Spotify.
Nearly 400, Mark McCarney.
Fuck, Jesus. Veterans here.
I know we've got about 8 followers.
You never get to the stage you're like, fuck.
We get £30 a week. It's great.
We went through, I'd say anybody listening to us maybe fell away a wee while because we did dip. You know what I mean? We went through a stage where we were working that much, we fitted it in, didn't we? It was just like, oh, get it done, the fucking end. Sometimes they're good,
Aye.
but we're trying to up it now, as you see, we got a light. Very good.
We got one bulb here going.
It broke one the last time. We only had 3.
That's our last lamp I have.
Fair plays, boys, you're doing well.
You know what I mean? We're just like future planning.
But you should be doing things for the crack of it anyway. You shouldn't be worried about
Aye.
anything else.
Do you know what? And I took a lot of that. See, last year for me, man, I did about 117 gigs, right? And then all the podcasts, and then I started on the radio, and I had to work full time on top of it.
What are you doing on the radio?
With me and Fenton have driving home. We Fenton and Road.
Obituaries? You should do a drive time radio show.
We did a power hour last week with all love songs. The fucking crack was
At 4 o'clock in the evening?
5 to 6 driving home.
Jesus.
With Fenton and Road.
What station's that?
Man, you missed the fucking phone calls we were getting last week. Because it was just cheese we put on, and we were telling old stories between it about getting stood up. Like, I remember one time I was waiting on a bus. I was in a place in Derry, and I was telling the boys, girlfriend coming. And woman even, not girlfriend, but she's good looking, and we see her lads, and I had the decks and the hair all dolled up, ready to fucking hit the tiles. Was meant to meet her at the bus. Bus came in, the front crew started coming out, and then I was like, fuck, she must be sitting in the back. All right. And then I seen
You're
your
meeting
man.
her on the bus?
No, I was in the bus station when the bus pulled in. Everything but the flowers. And
Jesus.
people started getting off, and then even the bus dude got up with his coins. And I still sat for a wee bit, maybe just 10 or laces. So. Then I had to go back into the place. Where is she, boy?
And you ever heard tell her since?
Aye, she's my cousin.
Well, there's always a second chance then. You come across
No,
her.
never heard her, and it was just like, but it was her and initiated, no. It was one of them ones.
Aye.
Oh,
Twisted.
well, and then just fucking kept. So,
Do you think she was
we
on?
were throwing that out in between songs and stuff, and they were all ringing in, going, that's amazing, here's our story. And then we were getting stories, and all. And it was just like, maybe, because we were doing indie songs, well, Fenton was in charge of the music. So it was all indie music from the 90s. And people probably are thinking, see if you're driving and you're on your own and a good fucking love ballad comes on, You'll keep her going, know what I mean?
And this doll, was she from town here?
No.
I think she was on the bus and seen you, and then
Maybe. I don't have
or do you
this-
think she just forgot?
I put the decks up. I think...
How long ago is this?
Could have put a few... I was about...
3 years ago.
22. A long
2022.
time ago. No, a long time ago, but it's still sketched. The
So
fucking
there
memory.
was no phones in the day, was
No,
there?
no.
Why didn't you ring her?
After she didn't show up,
Oh,
the break for me.
she could be dead or anything, sure.
No, she's still going. I went to the pub then. I had to stay out for a couple of hours.
Oh,
And
make
I
it
had
look
one of
good.
them ones. Hey, fuck her. I chased her.
You still holding the flowers?
Talking to her at the bar.
Oh, heartbreak, hey, don't get me started.
I don't. And at the time, it is like Valentine's.
It even went by without me even knowing it was on.
Well, man,
That's
you
how
know-
romantic I am.
are
Do
you,
we still do it, do we? Do you?
It's an Americanized pile of piss. But I was at work. What day was it? Friday? Wasn't it Friday? Valentine's Day or Friday?
Aye.
And I was on the way home, and I says, "Fuck, I need to get a card." So I pulled into the garage out the road there, and I seen another boy doing the same thing. And he's going, "Oh, fuck you, last minute too." And I says, "I don't card, chocolates and flowers." And I turned round, and there's the wife standing in front of me in the queue.
Oh, Jesus
Or
Christ.
that, the wee girl
She
turned
getting
round.
card too?
Aye, she turned round and showed me her card. I says, "Well, we even buy them. What's the point now, like?"
No, I've been out romantic now. I'd be upset if I wasn't getting a card now.
Would you?
Oh, Jesus.
We were in Poland on the Friday, and there was a whole group of fellas, and I was the only one who got a card. They're like, you
Sent
sorry?
you-
You're the only
Poland?
one that bought a
No,
card?
no, I was in Poland, and I had bought it before we left.
Oh, you were the only one that bought a card for her? Did you get one back?
Yep.
Oh, did you do it for
We
her?
were the only people we were the only 2 out of 20 people brought a card for each other. Get her!
Hey, that's fuck.
Man or woman
Did
here.
you get a
came-
card? You sent a card?
No, I did not.
Are you in the straight and narrow again?
Aye.
Available, ladies and gentlemen. So,
There's too much pressure.
Having
The stress of it was
to
just
meet up
keeping me down,
there.
eh?
you seem to me like a man that enjoys your own company.
Oh, I very much. You know.
Definitely.
Anything puts me off, I'm just like,
Aye, just instantly.
Yeah.
the way she's eating or something. Just,
no patience for
Even
it.
your wee tour that you're going on now, what's it called?
No better man.
No better, man. And I think that your promoters wanted you to go around theatres, and you went, nah, get me wee clubs, it'll do
Yeah.
me. Just
Well, I wanted to do more and less, kind of a way.
Aye.
Instead of doing one big show, I was like, give me 4 or 5 wee ones.
Well, you're doing the Millennium, aren't you?
I was the wee room I asked for. They wanted
That
the-
still holds 400.
No, the wee room. Mm-hmm. Holy owns 100.
Is it? Oh, there's a room upstairs. It's the exact same size as the stage in the Millennium for people and big mirrors, so you practice whatever you're doing on the same size as stage. We don't need to do that, like, but you're a wild man. You can phone him and just say, gig. What about take any month? I'm retired, boy.
fuck that
Well,
guy.
that's true, aye.
Then a month later, hey.
Did a tour.
Well, you're the only comedian I know in the country that just doesn't as blasé about.
Yeah.
Or if you're
Well, I'm here to
giving
enjoy-
an average, you'll take one night instead of
Once-
two.
Once it becomes like a job, I'm out.
Aye, me and
that's
you
why-
discussed that. I think in the last one,
Yeah, it's
and
no
that's
good.
what I'm telling you. This year, I'm actually getting into my job a bit more and realizing enjoy this because
Aye.
I was going too hard at it last year to try and and I think you can't rush it.
Well, as much crack as it is, but you can't do too many of them, like,
Yeah.
to the point where you're just dead behind days, just talking
Yeah.
as a play, so...
Have you ever gone through a period where you've done loads?
Oh, not last year, the year before, there was a spate of just 3 days a week for a while. I was just like, if I had one gig a week, sweet,
Aye.
that's all I need.
I made sure to get up every week, but then you're right. We get offers then 3 or 4. Like who does the Wednesday? The backstage, front stage, Adam McGohish thing.
On Ballymena?
So I
Aye.
have the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday that week. Just come, and it's the middle of the month. Never usually middle of the month usually downtime, isn't it?
Well, for us too, it's not just the gig, it's the travelling. Like, you have to drive to maybe Ballymena, do the gig, come home, and then the next day drive back up to Belfast.
I might have to go to work and
Aye.
Skillen, get home and then go to Belfast.
Torture.
Oh my!
We're hard done by.
See
Full job.
Did the comedy dip get noticed in Fentanyl, like, or was it like Valentine's Day? You've just
No, it's been booming all the time. Long before COVID, it was going well. I'll be honest now, I was the first to go. There was a real boom after COVID, and I was like, this will level out. It'll not be the amount of gigs,
No,
but
couldn't keep up to that.
but hey, it's
And the amount of
It is.
clubs opened up.
it's stuck it rightly.
It is.
I thought it was real. Remember, like the comedy in New York in the 80s. It just went
Boston too.
dip. I thought it was going to go like that, but no.
And who were we speaking? Colin Murphy was saying that. He says comedy's peaks and troughs. You know what I mean? And then, like, you'd hate to be in a... I did it genuinely, not last year before. I planned to leave my job and do comedy and all. But see, when I look at even Geddes, if he's sick or something, like, he has to continue to be creative. If it's your only thing, you're the same now. It's your only thing, isn't it?
It can be a nightmare. There's something to be said about having a day job and just doing it.
Just doing your day and off all weekend.
Because your head is just fried by the end of the day, like even just sitting at home thinking about it.
And if you don't do anything, you get your head get fried because you're going to my wasting time here doing fuck all.
Yeah.
And I do that a lot.
No, I've thought of many a time myself. I go back to tech and do welding or home. Mechanicking or anything.
I always watch the Bandman, right? And I was going, that's a fucking job there. Like,
Oh, aye.
no stress. You finish you get free into the gym and all that crack.
I go into Asda late at night sometimes and watch them packing the shelves. Like, you don't know how lucky you
Oh,
are.
that's exactly me. Just headphones on.
Living the dream there.
Hey, everything's out there, and it has to come out here, and you've all night to do it.
And they don't even care about it. They'll push a pallet in front of you.
Oh, aye. Had you been
And they're just walking away.
But then the other morning I ran from the house to the car to go to work and the whole 2 minutes of coil sickened me. I was going, fuck your Bandman.
Just love to complain, boys.
But you have you've the fences up. You've like a pod behind, like a firewall, haven't you?
Paywall? Oh, aye.
So you just have the
All good porn stars have.
it's like fucking OnlyFans,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? Class.
Exactly.
Pretty much. It's more as people thinks it's about the money, but it's more just like, no, I want the least amount of people to listen to this as possible.
It's mad. You're the opposite of everybody else, and it works.
Once if I see something like even on like the social media and it's getting like a couple of thousand views, I'm like, that's enough.
We're fucking texting 4 weeks later, and it's still going.
No, I'm like, no, let's cut that out now. I've
Your,
even,
your last one went viral there, did it?
I don't know about viral now, but
That's
went
a
off
cracker
a wee
too.
bit
That
there.
looked very professional, man. There are ones there. I'd shape myself in case they don't work now, and you put a bit of effort. Did you get an actor?
You know what I laughed about that one?
Jeez, it took me a
Who
day.
did the voiceover?
Hey,
Shut up!
hey, man. Is that?
That looks so professional.
Funny, I used to get the crowd. I used to book, like you'd get like a voiceover.
McCann used it for someone on
There's a website, I can't remember the name of it now, but you used to book it as a company and then they would get someone to come in and record it. And they were great, like, and you'd pay like £1, it's fine. And then I just happened to be looking up them voices and I just Googled them and you just put your text in and the dog started speaking. I was like, holy fuck.
Free.
Yeah, it's free. You know?
Jesus, that's
There's
class.
AI infinitely.
Oh, aye.
That's all right. That's not AI.
It's AA, artificial insemination. More than intelligence, but
Fucking hell. Hey.
it took me about a day to knock that together.
Jesus.
You know what I laughed at? You know the bit you're in the mobility scooter? What I find funny about that is I was like, he owns that.
I do, I have a lot of
That's a
random...
thing he
You
has,
do have some
that's a
random
thing he
stuff.
has lying about there.
I take great pleasure knowing things that no one else really has. Like.
Whenever we were getting ready, was it Mickey? Was it what podcast was the live one? Dexter Jones when you come out with the neck brace and the ass out.
That's why I bought the mobility.
You were gonna come out in that?
I was going to come out in that. And then I remember, I don't know what it was at that day, but it was too late to get it into the back of the car and all, so I just went, fuck, screw
And?
it. I'm not bothered. Thank
bears.
God I did, because the day I went out on stage, the first man I seen was in a wheelchair. And I went, thank Christ, I didn't take this on.
Because you would have stepped out it. And,
Well, I probably
but you
would
wouldn't have done the bear stroke either.
No, I was going to get up at the end. And I'd have been hanging out. I mean, a cow out a wee hour right enough, but...
You didn't want to offend. Fuck's sake, it's the game too where people get easily offended. No?
What do they?
I got mother-in-law's windows put on, cops at my door, threats,
Jesus.
phone calls, over jokes. That's from the last year.
Holy fuck. What was the joke?
Nearly sacked.
We've been up in front of the board a lot now.
A few panels have been sitting in front of, going through clips and stuff.
Jeez, I've seen your gigs. I can't see anything.
I don't know. And there's people a lot worse. Like, I don't know. It's just
I think it is small areas. It travels, and then there's people that come to me saying, "Oh, I heard what you said on stage the other day," and you're like, "What?" And they'll tell you something that you never even said.
they heard from somebody else.
I went on. There's like Chinese whispers and
Shite.
And anyone that I ever did say and come off stage going, oh fuck, I'm going to get in hand for that.
No.
Not a thing. And then the thing you don't even think
You
about.
don't even notice.
And then the thing that Mickey Bartlett says, or no, it wasn't Mickey Bartlett. Mickey Bartlett got the blame for your.
But he didn't say what was going around.
I done that well now.
Mickey Bartlett had it.
But you know what I think it is? I think people don't like. So say somebody doesn't like comedy, they don't like a comedian, they hate them. Like then they get annoyed if somebody does like them because they're going, "How the fuck do you like that?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It must come from that. I don't know. People just don't like.
To be fair, I think here's the only real handling I ever got
I
into.
wasn't even a hand on to because the person that listened wasn't sober, so they heard the wrong thing.
That's right, yeah.
And then it grew legs.
Fuck it, did they?
Boys were texting me and all too. What the fuck? And Becky was getting the whole blame too. It was just fucking.
I think I remember putting up something the next day about it. And I can't remember what it was, but on Instagram, I think one from Letterkenny and all were going, was that you?
That's
Like
how
a
far
travel-
I
You were like, no, it was
Far,
Mickey
like.
Bartlett.
That's mad the way that people.
Mickey
just-
Bartlett spread it around.
Yeah, all I always say is
Well, there's
Mickey
the
no
whole
matter
handling
what it
with Peter Kay too. He was right. Chuck Emmons out.
I didn't hear that. What was the story?
So Peter Kay's just doing his thing. That's what I'm saying. If you're offended by Peter Kay, don't be coming near any of our clubs because there's some fucking rough enough.
But that's just typical, like, whenever you put something down in print on a screen, it looks way worse. Sure, I was at a club a couple of weeks ago and they told her, get out the fuck.
Aye.
She was just torturing everybody, like.
Aye, this one was just shouting fucking garlic bread the whole way through. It wasn't.
And she did look like Lisa Riley.
Aye.
The double of her.
So they put him out, put her and him and a fella out too, but just constantly during a joke, breaking it up. And Peter isn't like the crowd work type either. Do you know what I mean? He's doing his thing. So it was spoiling. They asked the people around him, is that person annoying you? And about 40, 50 people put their hands up, yes. Out.
See, when we were pulled up on the board, so he had to go for a separate meeting and I had to go for a separate meeting, but they had a list of things.
Do you work for the same company?
Uh,
or?
So they had a list of episodes where they had issues. So they were going like, on episode 32, every fart's a shite. You said that.
And you're sitting in a formal position in a hotel with three
And
people.
then when they were like episode 40, snotter boxes,
Yeah.
you said that.
Ronan, see inside.
See when they're reading out all the fucking things.
See during the broad light of day and your professional hat on and they're going, see side Virginia Rona.
Jeez, they're easy annoyed, eh?
Adam! Sure, it ended up, we got a letter of apology and fucking, because it was comedy.
Oh, he's got a lot of big money.
No.
Oh, you slept up there.
We thought about it too.
Yeah, push that.
They were lucky enough at some stage.
But you wonder, like, you know,
But is this Patreon?
is this Patreon?
Yeah, we were just saying what happened because like one of the women rang me and was like, you know, I was listening to one of your podcasts there now and you were talking about riding bitches and I was like, oh, hold on. Hold on. It's all completely taken out of context. Like,
If you got
you can't say those things just as a
Actually,
thing.
you slipped up, boys. If the dog came to me and said, "Don't go riding bitches," I'd just go, "And what?"
Aye. But you can't.
You have to lean into this stuff.
Aye. Because we were going at 400 odd episodes, you could clip together whatever you want.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The stuff we came out with at the start too. Fucking hell. And it was all, but it's all, you know what it's for? Crack.
Oh, this is it. Like, you're not gonna, you know,
That was it.
how you act in work and how you act outside it was totally different.
And that's what saved us. Because there's no relation, there's no correlation.
It was never mentioned. Like,
But I was thinking, know all the bother you got on there before
I'm riding no
I got
bitches
married
anymore.
and went and did my degree and fucking settled down, had Wayne's not there, thinking then comedy will get the badness out of me, because that's what MMA did. Got the aggression out of me, and then I had 1 year where nothing was going on, and I needed someone, and started the comedy, and 39. Fuck, that nearly got me in more power than what was
Oh,
running
no,
around
rightly.
out.
I had no rightly, aye.
Getting hell.
But no, it's always, for me, and it was always misunderstood. Like,
Aye.
there's always, you'd say something, I've often said this, you know, you'd maybe be on stage talking about someone who you knew with a red car or something.
Aye.
And every bastard from the moon to the sun that you haven't been chatting in 20 years ago, I heard you were talking about me the other night.
Aye.
It
That's
was never them at all. Like,
Apparently Katie Hopkins is doing a comedy night in Derry.
I've seen that. She's got up with cancelling it.
Is it getting cancelled?
Well, somebody asked for it, and then it was all over the paper, apparently.
she's doing a comedy. Like, she's doing comedy.
Stand-up comedy.
Holy fuck.
It's the one thing you can do if everything else falls apart. If the things you want to do in life don't make
Exactly,
it,
yeah.
just stand up.
After the war, Hitler probably would have done
Oh, and they'd have killed it too.
Oh, you ever seen it? You
Literally.
ever seen when they do the AA, what he's actually saying? You'd fucking agree with everything. I want my country to be better.
I'd like to just say, folks, what Ronan said there, I do not agree with.
They did an AA thing on Joe Rogan or something of getting it.
Do you agree with Hitler?
No. See, when you hear speeches, they're not these aggressive, mad, it sounds like he's saying kill, hate, fight. It's all about saving Germany and making it a great place and socialist and all that crack.
Whatever happened to the Hitlers? The name just seemed to...
Apparently he went to Argentina.
But whatever, funny I seen the...
You're not allowed to use it. It's
They
illegal.
found the Jack the Ripper's cousin there the other day.
What?
The boy, they found out who he is.
I've seen some
Aye,
in headlines. I didn't.
The boy was a big Jack the Ripper fan, and he bought a scarf belonging to one of the victims. And he sent it to get DNA tested, and this boy's DNA came back up. 100% was his blood. And he was one of the... they thought this was a suspect anyway.
He was a suspect.
But now his great-great-great-grandchildren now bring it to court to try and get it overturned. And I thought to myself, what about Hitler's great-auntie? No, not his great-auntie, but...
As Graham
They
went?
must have changed their names.
Did they do that cyanide thing where they just... Everybody died? The whole Hitler
Hitler and the woman.
And the Wayne?
but-
Then he went.
Did he have any wins?
He was off his tits most of the time, you were saying, but
I
he
don't know if
was...
he had wins.
He was a great public
Did they all
speaker.
He had a way about him.
He'd have done well in here.
Aye, he would have killed the boiler room.
Aye.
He needs a few things just installed on the roof.
They down south.
I'm
they'd be
changing the
gas.
name from the boiler room to the gas. Oh,
The gas station. God love him.
But he's bound to have some sort of offspring somewhere.
When I was chatting to somebody yesterday was Holocaust denier. He was telling me that the gas chambers and all bullshit, like they weren't built that well after the war.
Do you know who first built, who the Germans copied? The English. When the English invaded India, they made their own concentration camps, and that's where they got the idea
Idea
from.
from the British. That's about right.
Can't be up to them, eh?
Know what I mean?
I seen there was like an anniversary they switched there a couple of weeks ago. The shed still look tidy, like.
McAwee does a bit about it.
They looked after them, you know. I don't know why they didn't toss them ages ago.
Aye.
All beds made. And
Yeah. Well, there's no blankets.
Everything's galvanised and painted well.
But they did. They kept it as for historic. I was over there once. Or I was over among them. Anyway, it's rough. Eh?
Auschwitz?
I think it was in the one just outside Poland. There's a few of them over there. I don't think it was Auschwitz. I think it was a different one.
I was in Gdansk at the weekend.
Bank?
Did you get a lamp?
I go there too.
Are you starting a new
Trying to
business?
get out of the rail. Hey?
You started a new business?
Where's that now?
Home.
It was just a wee holiday for you.
Sweet city break.
Nice. You and 22 other men, did you say?
Oh,
22 other men the week before dressed as Jimmy Savile went to the darts.
Jesus.
And you only seen them 2 years all photos on me. What is it? Mary? What do you call Lost Mary?
last May.
A Buckfest.
Who was playing?
Darts, guys. Littler or no?
Oh, was Littler on it, Wasn't he up in Belfast there last week or no?
For the darts.
Littler was there and he's been a fiddler.
Littler, and I was dressed as a fiddler. I wasn't, but no, that was them
Bad
boys.
man.
Did nobody stop them? Nobody...
There was about 20 of them.
No.
Nobody filmed them.
I'll tell you what, everybody wanted photographs with them.
That's some outfit in your poster, hey, for your tour. You cowboy.
Embarrassingly, that was just stuff I had laid up at the house. It wasn't a big lot of thought put into it. Like, I just went, I'll take that there.
When's the tour start?
Officially August.
First night here, no?
Oh, first night here. All right. Ease me in gently.
Oh, aye. We'll get the place right.
Make it another handle and then cancel the whole thing, maybe.
Nah, they love you here. They love you here.
Was autism last time? What are you going to get stuck into this time?
The Jews is a big topic, right? We covered that there for 5 minutes.
The boys are moving on here. What? Well, bring it back.
We'll have to do something with that.
I think they cut something with us.
No, it's Patreon.
Patreon only?
This one, eh?
Is it? Alright, well, we get real stuck in the...
When you see a man, what the fuck? It's all out.
That's why I keep it behind the paywall, boys. Little torture.
I know. If we knew how to do all that, because we get fucking battered by Patreon, don't we? Or what do you call it?
They take a big cut down.
Oh, they're criminal, hey?
It's serious. Like, what is it? Like 40% or something?
So I'm not sure it's that high, but you ever hear Blind Boy talking about if you do it through... If you sign up to Patreon on your phone, it's Apple. Apple takes a cut as well.
That's right. And
He always tells everybody in every podcast, sign up through your laptop, because if you sign up through your phone onto Patreon, Apple gets a cut as well.
Bastards.
but they're only cutting it out of Patreon, are they not?
I thought they were cutting... No, he said it's coming out of his money.
Oh, he loses a day.
So anybody signs up for Patreon on an Apple phone, the our podcast, Apple takes our money.
You always put that on. It's nothing to do with us, but still, I know what you mean.
It's our money.
It's our money, but it's not our move. You know what I mean?
There's boys now in America putting it on OnlyFans.
Ah, well, that's what I looked at OnlyFans. It's free, is it?
I don't know if it's free now, but I think it's a hell of a lot cheaper than Patreon. Like,
What's the crack with OnlyFans that people do anything on it? Like,
Smelly cracks.
you could have smelly cracks or dirty feet or.
But a lot of people, like, a lot of fighters have it for just, like, training videos and...
So is it like, but can people not record it or so on or download it? Is that what it is?
you can't...
it's web only. They're not allowed an app, I don't think.
Right.
Which reminds us, web only. You can just go on Safari, like, or
Aye.
there's no app for it, but
Aye,
you just go on your internet, like.
Is there not an OnlyFans app?
No, it goes
Sounds
against.
like you didn't know.
It's pornography.
Oh,
Right,
you can't
So
get,
it's
like,
not allowed. Apple
There
not
must be
allowed.
some sort of protections for people that do the stuff that they do, but you don't see it everywhere. Do you know what I mean?
You can't screenshot or video or...
So no, do you not?
Can you?
Must
No.
I would say because you would see everything. Do you know what I mean? It would be people would be sharing it.
Oh, there was leaks. Believe me, boys, there's leaks. I'd be refreshing every morning to see who's up now.
But you know what I mean? So you would have people that actually dedicate their... Like, there's people making money pretending, or not even pretending, but just being a Mark McCarney page or a... Do you know what I mean?
There's
Mickey
boys
Bartlett
making
page.
thousands with AA women. Make an AA image of a gorgeous looking naked woman and just upload it to OnlyFans. And they've got TikToks and all of this woman that doesn't exist.
Just sitting and eating a sandwich, typing away and making thousands.
That's why I don't need the gig as much, you see.
No. But
Flat
you get
out of it.
podcasts.
I get hounded into them.
The boys love them, but get us and McCann.
Could you make a realistic video for OnlyFans, like, of a woman?
I don't know if the technology's there yet now, but eventually I'd say you would be, aye. They can do photos and all very well. And audio.
I don't believe anything nowadays, but see back in like the 70s, 80s, if you were showing a tape of something, it happened. Now you just see anything, you're going, I don't believe it's even real.
Aye. No, that's the way it's getting. But then I think now... Even
Like, look at the many aliens we're seeing now. People saying, yeah, where's the evidence? Every day there's videos of fucking things flying about now.
I was thinking of that the other day. Remember a couple of weeks ago there was aliens in New Jersey?
Yeah.
The big tall boys.
Haven't heard a word about them since.
Lanky who's there? The Spock people just...
No, the ships.
Ships.
The UFOs.
They were... people thought they were big drones, but they were moving too strange. And
Who are you talking about, big lanky boys?
did you not hear about the...
Basketballers.
No.
Space Jam?
The Harlem
Space Jam.
Globetrotters. The Harlem Globetrotters.
No, look into this one. This is fucking... These, it showed you like every cop, say it's LA, because I'm going to get the place wrong. There's a big mall in America where Waynes and everybody are running.
Miami.
Miami.
That was Miami, aye.
Running and screaming, and they all says they seen these big, tall, 7-foot aliens.
I think that was fake though.
But what were all... The cops were definitely there. Did you
They
see
were,
that?
aye.
What were they there for?
Oh, just
They said there was a fight.
Probably an or shooting.
a fight. You couldn't be up to the American cops.
There's shootings every day. They don't get cops like that come round. But they were big fucking...
I seen that video, alright. But then I thought I did genuinely think after that New Jersey thing, I was like, oh, there's a big announcement coming now.
I think they're among us. Look at McCann.
No,
I'd say there's wee monsters inside us.
There's two of them. There's two of them.
They'd be a lot smarter than McCann. If they figured out interdimensional space travel and McCann's struggling for on a shirt.
You can't get a hat to fit. Oh, did you see the hat? It was a girl given last time. It was like
The big joke.
the bin just some fucking loafy.
But then how can you trust any of them videos? Like,
So that's my point.
Well, on the Instagram and all now, they pop up AI generated.
I can tell you underneath.
I
truth.
think it's
the truth.
trick looking.
Truth. I think.
Do you remember your boy in America done the full AI George Carlin?
No.
They fed the AI with all his specials.
Was it a new show too?
Hey,
Was it like he took all that and he did a show? It was like a new show.
brand new show and
Jesus.
put it on YouTube, and they got fucking millions of hits or whatever, and the family then sued your boy.
It's not good for writing jokes yet. Or we're all fucked in, aren't we?
I don't think it ever
Couldn't,
will.
can't, because that's to come from you, like, don't
I wouldn't like to see an AI try to replicate me now.
Fuck, it's unbelievable
Scary
for
looking.
work, but Jesus,
Do you use it?
100%.
Oh, it does have the answers for
See, for
stuff.
emails and fucking like, just go and write me an email to this person about blah blah blah, and just
Do you reckon
That's mad.
solicitors are fucked? like, think how quick AI can find out something for you than a solicitor going through 10 big books.
I want the truth.
But there's that many loopholes and fuckaboutery in law. Sure, who's to say it's right or wrong?
Musk. He says that it's too late now.
We're all fucked.
AI's already going to take over, like. It's too late. Can't put it back in the fucking... What?
Box.
I'm happy enough, boys. The world should end very shortly.
It's out of Pandora's box.
I think we've done enough here. Time to move on.
Would you be a religious man?
No. Sometimes I wish. I do. I had a family there that were religious, like, and you go, it must be nice to have something like that to lean on, but no, there's too many.
I don't think so.
We were going to do another episode with a couple of mates that are big believers. He keeps on giving pushback.
Me?
You be aggressive towards religion, I think, rather than let's talk about it. You be like, I think it's more the Catholic Church and the paedophilia. and all
Well,
that
it is religion in general. A lot of people have died.
Spiritual.
because of religion, like.
Everybody dies. But
Aye, but
Spirit, would you be spiritual? Would you believe like there's something going on, or aliens, or what the fuck's
I would
this?
prefer if it was aliens.
If aliens did come, there's no.
I don't think
religion
boys
saying
would be
what the
good at giving out communion, though.
fuck. No,
Or riding wings.
Well,
they've just got a thing.
I don't know.
The rugby.
It's the barcode.
Get a barcode rubbed up against you a few times. But sure, the ones that do get took away says it's fucking
Probed.
Things were probed.
You only have a couple.
You ever
of
watch them, what do you call them shows on Netflix? Unsolved Mysteries? There is some ones you're like, there's too much there to go, that didn't happen. Like.
And it happened to a few people, and they're like, Jesus.
And loads see it now. Are you religious?
I don't. My family is as well, as I say, but I'd be more agnostic.
What's the difference in agnostic and atheist?
You
If
believe
there's
there's
proof.
something that
there's proof, I'll believe
doesn't have to be religious, but you believe in a higher.
I think atheism just means you don't believe in any gods at all. Where I'm like, if Jesus walks in there now and sells me a pair of sandals and bought, you know what I mean?
What if he did come back?
Wouldn't believe him.
What if he's living among us? You wouldn't believe him.
Got a lot to answer for.
You'd lock him up.
You'd be sorry, wouldn't it?
He'd be in the Grange. You'd throw him in.
JJC, get in there.
I don't blame him for not coming back at all.
And our religion, or well, the Catholic religion, Muslim, he's coming back. Like,
Are you Muslim?
You can't go back 3 times. The third film's always shade.
aye, he's came back once.
Who are we talking about here
Jesus.
now? Oh, Jesus.
Jesus.
He's come back to do that new Mel Gibson film.
Part 2.
He kind of, your boy that played
Back
Jesus.
down the hole.
You never really tell him
Who?
again. Your boy that played Jesus.
He's actually doing the new one now, the Easter story. Seriously, Mel Gibson was on about it the last
He
day.
done that Snatch and Wayne one there recently. It was brilliant.
Jim Caviezel, what do you call
Jim
him?
Caviezel. But, it was-
That one about.
but he's super religious himself.
But he don't.
Oh, is
Life,
he?
Aye, but it all came from him doing Jesus. Something happened to him apparently.
Came through him.
He became Jesus for a while. No, he stayed in character.
That's through method there.
I hate that fucking kind of shite there.
Do you do the acting too? Do you be in the play? No.
No.
He was offered a few perks, one ticket. Were you
Well, I
offered?
said yes to the last one, and he just never put me on it.
Fuck me.
Too good looking.
What was the
Play,
role?
it was the handsome fucking son. I don't know. A hateful
Do you like
bastard.
acting?
I'm not. I try to just do it for that thing. Do you?
No, I can't act.
We're sort of acting when we're doing our wee videos, like.
But it's not like we're not being Daniel Day-Lewis here.
Well, there's an actor in our, we do that Orange Man show, Orange is the New Green, Arthur, and he does the players. So the players is right. 2 people are sitting in the audience and you're up acting, and if you miss one word, you lose points. So when I do acting, my show, I know the start, middle, and end, and I just go out and fucking get my way through it.
Oh,
And sometimes people don't get their lines or cues because of me and my gulping, like.
And what happens if you lose a pile of points?
You don't win the competition. It's like players is like.
That's like something Hitler would come up with.
I know.
I know.
Oh, wouldn't it be a nightmare?
And what's the prize?
You're just the best actor in fucking
For fuck's
Castle Derrick.
That was £1,000.
Is it not Lifford?
Hey, Matt Louis won £1,000 a weekend.
I seen that.
Yeah,
Fair
fucking played
play to him. Hey.
Who drove him down?
He's his wife. We couldn't drive. He won £1,000. He's getting into the circuit down in the south, like 15 gigs in a festival.
Jesus Christ. Where was the festival?
Sligo.
Oh, fuck, very good.
So he's sort of like you. Well, you have a work ethic. He just doesn't. He wants to do well in comedy, but doesn't want to leave the house or doesn't want to drive anywhere.
Well, this is the silliest thing ever to have, a work ethic for comedy.
My mechanic fucking gave me a lecture, or Paul McKenna, we're on about him. He says, well, I'm not going to lecture you, right? But he went on for fucking 10 minutes. And 5 months out of the year's worth of driving, he says, since I bought it.
Jesus.
Like 13,000 miles in 5 months. That's what I'm saying, going to work and going to gigs and fucking whatnot. And then
well, they say, what, about 10,000 a
going
year?
to pods and you get nothing. You have to drive the pod.
You got a mineral.
See, when you're driving up the Shane, it's a far drive for me.
Up to where?
Shane, or up that street.
That direction. Whatever it is about that
Hollywood.
far end. See that trying to get through Belfast? Fucking it's a full day's job, really. Time you up and do it, so you're not home to 4 o'clock. And
you're wrecked. I did Shane and I came out in a flat tyre. So I had to fix a tyre too.
Oh, Jesus.
And I drove from Hollywood to Belfast in the bare belly with the 2 windows down. Sweat pounded on me. I changed that tyre in fucking 12 minutes.
Oh, you're wrecked.
Soaking. See, I sweat. See, if I do a flat pack, them things that they send out to you, I need every window open and get down to my underpants.
If I got a flat tyre in Hollywood, I'd burn her. I just wouldn't be after a podcast too. I'd be like,
I do usually do that. I always like, who's going to come and sort this out for me? But I just went, get up and get at it, and I just didn't give myself a second. I was wanting somebody, I hope somebody's watching this and filming, because I had fucking, the F1 and the boys' puns.
yeah.
But I was
do you know anything about cars?
Soaking.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert now, but I would have a interest in mechanical stuff.
Up. I don't even know if my car will start when we leave here.
Nearly
didn't start there at the petrol station. It's either the battery or the alternator.
Maybe the keys.
The flux capacitor.
That's the height of it, though.
Did you drop a banana skin in the flux capacitor?
No.
Well, this boy said to me,
while sickening, I have to go to Belfast tomorrow. I could be stuck in Belfast. This might be the last time you ever see me.
Aye, class. Filters have to get new front tyres, and you want to see the list of things he was running. Preventative care, you know what that is? This is what you don't wait till the fucking thing falls apart.
Oh, that's me. That's what's wrong.
That happened to me last week. Light came on the van, and now it has been on for a while. And again, I better get looked at here, thinking I'll get it back the next day. And he sent me a picture of a list. Your rod end is fucked, and just everything, and he still has her.
Man, the man is still there too. I love when they ring you and go,
yours has been got to go well.
I love this one. Are you sitting?
Oh, jeez. Remember they used to make things that would last. You go, there's not going to be a problem with this now with at least 10 years. Dishwashers or anything.
My mum and dad got their TV for their wedding, and we had it right up the 3 of us used it in every flat. One of them ones fucking with the big buttons. But it was like a mahogany. You could use it for a table when it was done.
A big brute of you.
Big mahogany fucking. They got it. It was a coloured TV they got for their wedding. They couldn't believe it. The ones were coming around to see the coloured TV. And then we used it. Terry used it. I used it. Kieran used it.
I know I want a new TV, but
nobody
I won't die.
Well, they last.
Well, it's an old TV. My grandmother had a TV. Had about 50p in it to use it. No one ever believed me in that. But
I've seen it.
I have a mate that had it, and the boy would come around and take the money.
Way back in like the early 90s, he used to hire you TVs.
Yeah, he was renting it.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to put the money in it, and your mum would fire it back a lot.
Frankie McCarney used to come around and take them. Kieran, whenever we were living in the flats in Derry, he had a black and white TV with Grantcha written up beside it. So I think he landed on it, he's watching snooker in the black and white. And it was one of them dials. It's like fucking breaking on their fucking safe.
Oh, definitely.
I know the dials,
Grant's up beside, it looked like a wee monitor. I'm sitting watching fucking snooker at black and white, and you're like, how do you know which ball's what? Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like.
Well, you can tell a black.
He had the smelliest farts. There was something wrong with his stomach back then, right? Sounds to Doug's letterbox.
Probably the radiation of the TV.
Man, it must be from Grant's radiation.
Burning them inside.
The TV out his ass. It was that bad, and see the flats we run, they had big heavy school doors, you know, them fire doors.
I know,
his was closed. He was in the living room. I was knocking away, wouldn't answer. Open the letterbox to shout on. The smell was that bad. Just I opened it.
You should have felt the door handle, see if it was
sulfur.
hot.
Just
Jesus Christ! What does he be eating?
I think it was I think he had to get tablets or something. And then he just went to town eating sweets, watching black and white snooker, and farting. And he wouldn't answer the door, but I opened that letterbox, and that just
nothing.
Man, I done that the last day driving to Belfast. Know when you're farting in the car, but you don't know you're farting.
Aye.
But you get on to go to the shop, and you come back out. You get in the car.
Every long distance
like a
drive.
fucking hot box.
Because you're just doing wee.
It's the wee ones are the worst ones. You let a big one, you go, that was a nice wee breeze there, but the wee ones, you're like, holy fuck.
Oh, and I got back in the car, it was
It's mad too. You usually mind your own smell.
But I was out of it for a while.
Aye.
And then I come back in.
Because it's like somebody else's in. Oh. Do you ever do a fart and you're going, it's not bad, but it didn't think it was going to be bad smelly, and then somebody beside you, sorry about that. You were huffing on us the whole time.
You were enjoying it.
No, we're enjoying somebody else's.
Is it here where the green room was a pipe from the toilet?
The green room.
We're in the green room and go,
We did a top 5 video. I don't know if I put it out that day. Who was the smelliest shite? Big Dave came in close. Geddes was close.
Bartlett.
Kieran Bartlett won. Hands down.
You'd wonder, like.
I don't think I've ever had a shite in here.
I wouldn't either. I've never.
Well,
Never.
the night's the night, boys.
The night. But see when the place is packed and there's people coming in and out. You know
You don't know who it is.
And what?
She could be
Oh,
anybody.
we knew it was every single time. Like.
Oh, aye, because it was
Geddes
before.
was pretty bad, like.
Aye. He was winning.
Sure, he's like liver king. He's eating raw fucking fish.
Is he
you
doing
know?
like carnivore now?
No, I don't know what he's doing. He's training, I think. But he just kind of keep the head straight.
You have to try and do it, don't you?
Do you still do the training?
We go to the gym, but I would say average 2 times a week if you go over the whole year. Twice, 3 times a week. He's every day.
Really?
He does the CrossFit, boys. He trains, takes classes.
Good man.
What about yourself?
Oh, I flat out.
Digging turf,
3 times a day, every day.
jumping ditches.
No, see, the thing, the time I was doing the training for boxing, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. But it's it's like a 3-hour job. You know, by the time you get there, do your training, maybe the guy used to go to the pool and all, wash up, change, and then come home. You're like, it's a day's job.
I bumped into you, McCann, one day in the gym.
That's right,
He's just going for a swim.
he was doing it
Aye.
mental for a while. Then I said I'd go one thing.
Once?
And it was the once,
Did you kill yourself or what? Sometimes
I was just going to go to the treadmill and stuff like that, but he went down to the weights and all. He is a hellion, eh? He is a brute, eh?
He's not, but you think he is because, you know what I mean? Do you ever see people who never did weights?
Say McCann's a big unit.
He's
like,
fucking strong, eh?
Why did he
He's
never
strong.
take a fight?
He was away.
Because he's already his head damage, he couldn't really...
Something about...
You break him as well.
He's training now, some big boy in
Kickback?
America.
That was funny, sir. As trainer. Did you see that clip?
Well,
As trainer fucking...
oh, that's not
going mad.
America. No, he's a pretty famous boxer.
Apparently he's a guy... He's like Gordon Ramsay. He'd be kind of annoyed if he wasn't shouting at you, like.
It means he cares. He went to one of his shows. And
That is his thing, like, if you came
He
to
was
him.
it was the next big thing. One time for boxing, but then he can't, he's not allowed to fight.
There's a trainer in Belfast. You ever see clips of him? Calling people cunts and all? We fucking cunt. You call that fucking training? Get out there, fucking on. You'd have probably seen it. Belfast trainer, MMA.
Oh, aye, I know the boy around
You
with
know what I mean? He just constantly calling people cunts and useless bastards.
Well, that's not too bad, but I think with McCann, he was getting really personal, like.
Like, what was it?
Your man had to go eat an apple.
Just, I call him fucking savage names, like.
He had to go and eat an apple.
He says he frustrated him at bad. I had to go next door and buy an apple.
As you paying him on for an hour and he's away for half of it. Eating apples.
That's it there.
Oh, sick.
And he's loving
But he
it.
says you go if by the end of this your comedy career is going to be shite because you're not going to be a fat bastard anymore.
There's something to be said about it only works if you're fat.
That was when
Fat and hairy.
That was one of my worries coming back from Turkey. Do you remember? For lost a bit, but no, sure. If you stay ugly,
It must be a while for I remember we done Shane Todd was doing down in Pat's. And like for my gigs it's usually like bootcut jeans, check shirt, but you just know in the
Aye.
and then I remember I was seeing it and I got up and it was just model after model.
for Shane.
Stunner. And it put me off. I was like, you're too good looking, get out. It must be annoying being a good looking, well kept fella, an audience just full of stunners.
Shane.
Shane, aye.
There's a few
Shane.
like they were saying that good looks doesn't help, but there's some of them flying. Who's your online boy? Went viral over.
Matt Rife.
That's right. Haven't heard of him in a while either.
I'd say he's got his money.
He got bothered, did he not?
He did
aye.
something.
Oh, he done a domestic abuse joke.
For fuck's sake.
And all his followings, women mostly. So they fucking
Right.
turned on him.
Feel away. I remember doing Paddy too. I was doing a gig here, and the front row was just all stunners. I could put you a wee bit off, like. I'm just sitting there looking at you.
Trying to hide his
They're
salary.
better looking than
Is that what they look like? Definitely put you off.
There you go, man.
And it's different looking than when you're looking down at them. You're like, a different angle altogether.
Oh, we did a gig here Thursday night. It was all in front. She wouldn't stop laughing, which is good crack. But the Bristol cities were more or less out. This is like a Grand Canyon there. I was echoing under them. At 4 pints.
Where was that?
Chicken Box. You should come up there, man.
Oh, jeez, yeah. I haven't been there in a long time.
That's the only one I get a drink. Because Michael will drive that.
But he can't drive.
He only drives.
He won't drive. Oman days, fire will drive.
He takes the fear.
Man, he's got a car that he's got a car 10 years old. He's never put on it,
Oh, Jesus.
and he's never. It's not tax insured. Anything. Look, we got out one day beside the river, and it rolled down and hit a wall, and he just, I'll be alright. Just left it. We walked into the gig. But we've been getting lifts this last wee while too, the crafty here, so he hasn't even really driving. So anytime we do any gigs, it's me driving.
Is he from Staban here?
Aye. So he's puffing away and having his wee fucking. He has them wee strawberry daiquiri drinks or whatever you call them.
Strawberry
Copper
daiquiri?
fucking.
Copperbergs.
A strawberry Copperberg, is it?
Jeez, they're bad gear then.
Because he doesn't drink beer and all like that, so it's that. And we puffs. And he's over out. No, he's all. Every time we gig, he's in a night out.
That's the way it should be.
Not for me, it's like, for fuck's
way it
sake.
should
Like,
be.
drive. Let's. No.
Switch it up.
Switch around.
Is he a big weed guy, aye?
Oh, I loved it.
I don't know how you do
Have you never not spoke to him that he's stinking?
Aye, but I thought maybe it was just before gigs or whatever.
No.
I got pulled on a gig we did one time saying that the staff were saying there's one of your comedians were smelling the weed. I was looking at him going, what it was.
It's not legal here now, no?
There's people that can get the pass.
Prescription.
I think Kesey was trying to get it for ages. But
To be fair, now, we were in New York a couple of years ago and they had just legalised it, and there's like burger vans selling weed now. And it is stinking.
Aye.
Like the
it's
whole
strong,
city is rotten. Like,
we were in Spain, was it there, in holidays too? And there was just vending machines and we usually do sweets. Weed.
aye.
Spain, Germany, Canada, all them places now. I'll say it'll come here eventually. I would reckon it would help with the alcohol consumption. Boundary.
Why is it as strong as
I heard the crack cocaine's going about Strabane. Do you hear that?
The crack cocaine.
prescription cocaine?
Crack.
Oh, the crack?
That stuff's good. It's good crack. Cracks in Strabane, I heard. So I heard. Fucking over the weekend.
I wouldn't bother. Do you smoke the weed? The ganja?
No.
I don't like it at all.
Do you smoke?
No.
No, it doesn't. It's never agreed with me. I was smoking growing up. It does not. Sends me fucking.
Ages ago, you had a wee, what was it, a vape? Just a couple of drags, and you want to see that shape of hamster.
Oh, that was bad. I thought it was my day.
A friend of ours once took me up to Belfast for a gig, and he was laughing to himself. He took the strongest of strong, thinking that smoking it beside me, I'd be out. Didn't take a flinch at me.
Doesn't it?
Not one iota. And even when he let me off, he says, I thought I was going to put you out of it here, and you didn't even flinch. He was looking at my eyes and everything. I was like, no.
He was more wired.
There's a correlation between great intelligence and not being fit to get high, you know. I was Googling that afterwards, and that's the response I got. And I
Why
was
is it
like,
not working?
You walking away like Superman, impervious.
somebody
Probably
said it was
wired.
shame.
No, some people just live on it. Like, me and Kesey did that weed show. So we were invited to do this big show. It was like all the weed smokers in the fucking country going to, and we didn't know where we were going until the day of. But then you just go out in this place and you get smell. I just follow your nose. And then it was one of them ones where the boy comes out. What ahead, lads. I went in, there's about 30 people. I says, fuck, that's some turnout. Turned the corner, about 300 people. All sitting in big, long Viking tables, wheeling into the weed. Me, Adam Mogie, McCarney.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting stoned from just being there.
I was like shooting fish in a bar, that.
And then Aaron Butler landed. Mister doesn't even eat fucking fuzzy sweets, know what I mean?
Was he on it too?
He was headlining. So
Jesus
you could
Christ.
see it affected him on the stage. Like, he was trying to drink it, it was down his face and all, and he was just looking out.
I'd say too, because it would have been mixture.
Oh, so that's...
It'd have been fucking savage.
We did that, and then the time I go, he had all the gummies as well, and just fucking died more or less beside me, and melted down. So it was, Jesus Christ. We were doing the Sly Guy podcast, and just, I've never heard nothing about that podcast, you know, because it was just interrupted by, is he alright?
Dave was worried about him.
And we were like, he was just, we were funny taking photos of himself, but he's looking at himself, because we had a gig to do, an hour had to do after the podcast, and he was looking at himself, just fucking head on him.
Dave said he was like, you know that meme going around now, the new 28 Days Later, like the fucking skeleton. It was just him lying in the corner, completely grey, looking at himself to see if he was okay.
Wiped out Cillian Murphy. Just. Jesus. Man, he's a still enough man as it is.
There's nothing to him. And he was
just-
eating them sweets like they were fucking me eating fruit pastels. You know what I mean? It was just, I said, man, you need to sort of, I'll be alright.
What are they laced with? Just weed?
And they hit you like an hour or two later, I think. They don't, you know, because you digest them, they don't, it's not the same as smoking where you get that instant sort of, and it's a different one. Panic attack, like.
Do you ever do the
That's-
mushrooms?
Well, back in the day, I used to drink
Portobello?
We were all standing in the Strabane. About 7 of us were afraid to go over Strabane Bridge in case it fell. We're all holding each other.
They're big in Canada.
Aye.
I was offered them every place.
Dried out.
Oh, they just look like just wee chips.
Yep.
Like they're not fucking nice.
I had them in Amsterdam one time, and
Paranoid.
I was coming down the lift and it disappeared. And I think apparently for the next 2 hours, like Mr. Soft, I was had to be carried around by the arm, and then a gay guy of mine tried to steal me. So they were all drinking away.
Mr. Soft was no good to him.
No,
You're
this
awake.
guy had me linked on, and he heading down an alley, and they had to run down and take me away.
I wonder how far down the alley he got.
So I didn't eat the rest of them. So my mate was like, "Get me them." We were back in the hotel room, and for the rest of the night, he could only breathe when his hand was down the back of the wardrobe. So he was up on the bed with his arm down, because every time, and he had to put his arm back down.
Because he had a drink in him, is full of confidence. See, when you're in that mood there, give me him.
The drinking them wouldn't mix, I wouldn't think.
Oh no, I can speak for that. I wouldn't go. Now, I bought them in a shop in Amsterdam. Like, it was a big mushroom shop.
It's mad that people would buy stuff that make you like. Why would you take
Yeah,
a
that
drug
seems like
that makes you
a horror,
paranoid?
that, like.
Aye, paranoid. Like.
But in the right setting, I would say it's.
You need to be. Need to, like fucking. What do you call it? Shamans or whatever you call the boys. Fucking
Shaman.
shaman.
What's that?
You get on their wigwam and all.
The boys that used to sing fucking he's a good.
He's a good. Aye, but you would need to have it set up right that you know what you're going to do. Not when you come up, you're in the middle. Like
Freddy's on the TV.
when we were young, we lived in America. When we took trips and
Drips?
trips.
What's that?
That's the same thing
LSD.
as LSD. And I was about 19, 20, and we went down to the basement of the mate's friend's house in America. And then we all looked at each other, and somebody says, "Hey, are we in America?"
You say no.
And I mean, people were freaking out. We fucking are. What the fucking we? Because your head can't comprehend. What are we doing in America?
Oh, to me, you need to be locked in a dry.
Was that the wee bits of
room.
paper that you put in your tongue?
The wee stamps.
Never heard of a trip.
I have.
You've heard of tripping? Fucking you tripping all
I
the
remember hearing that's for Steve Jobs came up with the iPhone. He was a big LSD guy. And that's where he came up with that, apparently.
Rogan loves it.
Is that not Stephen King's whole thing too? Just get fucking wired and right.
You see things. Then somebody says, "My ma's coming over today." I was like, "What, man? Fuck."
No, my head's wrecked enough as it is, boys. I couldn't handle it.
No, that's the stage of the game.
A
Fuck.
podcast, Rich.
I have podcasts too. Sensory overload of these bulb ears, never mind
bulb.
LSD. That 40-watt bulb is set in my head astray. No, I never took to the drugs now.
Good.
I don't think it was legal over in Poland there. You know, I think there was. You could go to weed shops over in Poland. Do you know what we done in Poland? Shooting.
I seen you, seen the
Class.
thing. Did you enjoy it?
Brilliant, sir.
Stag do, was it?
No, a family.
Oh, it's family.
It was a Glock and a Uzi
Uzis a.
and a Kalashnikov, and then the big pump action.
Which did you enjoy the most?
There was a wee Uzi. It wasn't like it said standard Uzi on the website, but it wasn't. It was a fucking John Wick type thing. There was
Did it make you feel manly?
oh fuck.
It's mad how much power you have when
Hey.
you just go.
It is.
Did you see how nervous I was before it, and then the rush doing it? Brilliant.
Have you any guns?
I have a couple of BB guns.
Have you got an old fucking?
Would you believe a cousin's husband took me out years ago when I was about 12 into the woods, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't going to end well."
That's the start of every documentary
yeah.
there.
This is where you end up
But
a
no,
comedian.
he says, "I'm going to show you how to shoot a gun,"
Real gun?
and it was a double-barrel shotgun. Like. And he told me, he says, "Put that to your shoulder because you will break your shoulder if you don't do it." And I mustn't have done it right.
Oh.
I mean, the suck I got. And I was trying at 12, I was trying not to cry. I was like, "Oh, it's grand."
I'm alright.
But I do believe it put a fear in me in guns. It hit me that hard.
Aye.
And we went shooting Todd's Leap, me and Mickey and Connor. It's clay pigeon, shooting, which was good crack, like.
We did that up in. Were you not there that when we did it up on that? What do you call the island? You did the comedy.
Lusty Bag.
Lusty Big. They do that.
That's
Clay
right,
pigeon.
they do,
We did
yeah.
it up there.
Might as a double barrel.
Acrid shot.
But hey, the pump action caught a few boys now.
Boom.
Aye. And put your shoulder out, like.
Fuck.
I didn't mind it now, but fuck, caught a few boys. Even the Kalashnikov was a kick off it.
So if you're in America now, you'd have a gun above the every.
Oh. Do you know what? I just wanted to be there for the rest of the day, just
Shooting.
getting better. And every one of them had a laser sight, even the pump action.
And what was your accuracy like?
All right. None of them, I didn't miss, like, but
We did that in America too, and I said it a few times, but when we were coming on, the guys go, "Oh, IRA, we were all," and then we started putting the wrong bolts.
That's me, yeah.
Do you know what the actual funny thing was? So this was on the third day, so we'd been drinking 2 days, and see when you're holding the gun, the laser sight. So when you look down the ridge, the wee laser was going.
Just fucking. That's your eyes are going too.
Oh, there's just the shakes in the hands, man. The laser was fucking.
The archery, did you ever try it?
Nah, I love it.
That's good now.
I've tried to do because of our job, we get to do that kind of stuff, but
Oh, that's right,
it's tight enough getting the back on it.
I was alright there.
The compound.
Do you do it?
I done it once. I'm not joking. I wouldn't say I've talent in anything, but fuck, I killed it. I remember it was a kind of a club. It was way down on the Fermanagh-Cavan border. There was an archery club.
Right.
It was like an open day.
Oh, did you join the club?
No, I broke up with a woman at the time, and I just thought,
I need to shoot.
I'm going to kill her. No, I just thought I don't want to. No, you break up with
fireball,
somebody, you're like, you just want to do things to get it. That's how I started to stand up too, sure.
Was it?
And so went down this one day, me and a friend went, and it was like an open day, so they had the range bows, compound, longbow and all. And I took everyone, it was just bullseye after bullseye, and I could see the boys going,
Shut up!
and they came up to me and was like, you should join. Never went back.
And what made you do the stand-up?
I was like, boys have completed it. I broke up with a woman at the time, and I just stand-up was the thing that I said.
What's that? Did you go to the PAV for your first?
PAV was my first one,
And
it
you
was a
killed
rough
the
one?
first? No.
The first one was grand, the second one was awful.
Was that the one Key seen you?
Yeah.
And you just went, I'm never doing it again. And he says, no, do dailies.
I was too cocky because I'd done the first one. I was like, this isn't as bad as.
And then you had me a new 5.
Came in the second one. I was like, oh, boys, step aside here. Ate shit. From the minute I went on stage. Hey.
Do you think if that had been your first experience, you would have stopped? If you know
Weirdly, the second one, even though your initial reaction was, oh, fucking hell, I kind of went, no, I want to do that again. Because I was like, I want to fix that and do better.
I think it's never as bad once we do it a while, isn't it? Like,
I don't mind it, Def.
rough enough gigs now they don't send me into one, like. I just get over it. Blame everybody else, right enough.
Good death's his own reward.
Oh, aye. Well, McAwee we did Chicken Box and it was disjointed. Remember I was saying? It was like people chatting over each other and McAwee even broke characters, started shouting, God, fuck up. No, he always does that. I always tell him, don't do that, man, because you're leaving your fucking I don't give a fuck character. Now you worry about everything. And I had a rough one. That wasn't rough. We got through a set and I says, you needed that, man. Now you're going to go down now to a full packed theatre and enjoy it. And I did.
Yeah.
And I won.
Remember the day he stopped and said, you reckon the performance?
Aye. That was the first year or so.
To you?
No,
To the crowd?
the people talking.
She's like, shh, guys, you reckon the performance?
People performing.
Everybody leave, please. I can do this myself. Right, he was.
The gig he did where I was just after Chris Rock got slapped, punched in the face.
Oh, aye.
And man, if this had happened, he would have went viral because the week after we were doing the PAV. And he was doing alright, and the two people at the front just kept chatting to each other because they were drunk. Boyfriend, girlfriend. He just stopped and did the same thing. Tried to perform here, no. And nobody at the back heard, so I said, man, and she got up, sir, and I was like, and her boyfriend was a big fella. I was thinking, I'm going to have to go down and restrain the boyfriend here. It's going to be, but wait until Eamon gets hit. You know what I mean? Because everything get recorded.
Aye.
And she walked up and straight over to him, and Eamon, he was waiting to get, because she was a big one too. He was tensing himself up to get wheeled, and he just walked on past him, on out the door. Out the front, like. But I was thinking she's going over to hit him. Like, he thought it too, he says. Nah, definitely. I was
He
thinking,
weighs nothing.
I know, he would have been knocked down and then it would have went viral because that's what's happening to comedians nowadays.
Older woman gets battered.
Just lifts him and away off with him.
Old woman.
Don't even hit him, just put him over his shoulder. Oh, fuck. Frankly, I've never come across anything like that. Extreme, like.
No.
But it is something wild funny about the comedian attacking an audience.
I seen that.
Kieran Bartlett was the funniest I ever seen.
What one was that?
It was it was very early days for me. I was only at stand-up about 6 months. And I was asked to do the comedy, or the charity gigs. Remember, we done like 3 or 4 charity gigs in Limelight? Well, so it was a charity gig, so you're kind of like...
Go easy, yeah.
Go easy here. You get up on stage, hey, and this cutty, I don't even know what she was doing in the front row. And he just looked at her, and I don't even want to say the word, because like, he looked at her and says, if you don't shut your mouth, I will rape you till this room stinks. And I'm in going, holy Jesus Christ, but everyone just fucking exploded with laughter. Like,
He did another one too. Your man was trying to get him fit and all. It was for personal trainer. He says, right now we're going to do a burpee. I says, what? He says, I'd rather have testicular cancer. He says.
yeah. Oh, he's savage. Like.
He did another one too. He says, I'll put you between my tits and smother you to death. You cunt. One time we were doing the jail.
Phenomenal. Like.
There's
something
the best.
about
Just
it.
cut him down. Because I know for a fact, well, not for a fact, I opened for him in the Millennium and there was 2 people missing in the front thing. I just seen, he says, there's 2 seats in the front, nobody here, hope they fucking die. And the whole room just went like, because they're all used to listening to him in the pod.
Aye, is it? And Kieran, as a fella, is a civilest
man.
Lovely wee fella. Hey, it is. If you didn't know him, stand up, you go, who the fuck?
Scary.
What happened
It's
here?
scary, like. So I think half the room was like,
Oh,
because he was fucking, rape jokes and fucking writing, and they're like, fucking.
Oh, fuck. Brutal.
Wasn't expecting this, like.
But hilarious, like.
Jesus, he's fucking a genius. And here, man, he fucking lifted the roof one day. Even I think the sound broke. And he just battered on.
Rockstar, that.
But I want him back. He's just taking a break now, I think.
He had a heavy year last year, do you believe? Sure, he wasn't in the fucking opera house for like 10 dates or something. Or...
And that sort of backfired because they called it Phantom of the Opera. And people thought they're coming to see the Phantom of the Opera. Did you know what?
Phantom of the Opera House? Oh, gee, I didn't know
So he
that.
did Phantom of the Opera House, but Old Dolls were thinking, oh, Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, Jesus
And they're done.
Christ.
Jokes about fannies. Aaron McCann says he's just seen a row of grannies in front of them all. And then after the break, they didn't come back. Just like ate them. All the blue rims.
Fantastic.
Rims, fucking haircuts.
Money made at that stage.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
it.
Aye.
No, there's. I remember. Was it Mickey? I opened for Mickey in the early days, and he had just he was going on tour, and he just had done the Blame Game, and so the Blame Game was BBC One. It's all older people that was watching it, and of course it's TV, so it's all nicey, it's clean. And then I came out, and I was talking filth, and I could see dolls going. Oh. It was like physically hitting them. I was like, oh.
Stabbing the heart.
And then I went out. I said, "Oh, there's an older crew in there." And he went out, and I think he did try to dumb it down a bit because they were so like fucking.
That's what happened with Mickey. Like Mickey, when you watch the Blame Game and he's on it, there's not much of Mickey. That's because they fucking edited him out. He probably has the most laughs.
That's why TV's a nightmare. We know a guy that I seen do a bit in the Blame Game, and I remember his full bit because he used to do it in the clubs, and they edited it.
That it wasn't funny.
They took off his punchline. They just left him with the setup, and then just cut to Colin Murphy.
That's
and you're just
crazy.
like, oh, Jesus
what's
Christ.
the point?
Like, so no.
You need to go in there with a clean mind. BBC are disgraced. It's just sanitized.
But you'll be a disappointment. Like you're on here talking about sideways fannies and farts and stuff, and then you're going on there. People are like, that's not him at all.
No, you're right.
No good.
Well, see, whenever you're doing the radio, this is one of the reasons was just to choose someone else. Andrew Ryan's
the radio would be a good
Andrew
crack.
Ryan's flying, sir.
Aye.
Because he went on Q Radio, and he's still on it. And
Who are you on with Highland?
No, we're just like Drive 105. It's like it's like Northwest.
Is that not UTV?
But you can't curse.
Aye.
Phantom 3 times broke or slipped up. I've never.
And what did you do?
Think out of the 2 of us.
Did you have a delay button?
No, you take your oil. But you can't. People can send in complaints like.
I was like letters though.
Letters or phone. I don't know how to do it.
Fax.
Or emails.
Where's the studio?
Up in the industrial estate, up in Derry. What do you call it?
Skeg?
No, the other one, the biggest one, on the water, on the Strand, right at the end of the Strand, up near the
Baywater?
Up near the bowling alley, is it?
How do you get that?
Springtown.
How do you get that number?
That's voluntary. We were doing something, and I was doing Orange and New Green in Derry, and I needed some sort of angle. Seen then. Fenton says there's a spot there.
What's a community radio?
Something like that, eh? But it's got like, say, 15,000 listeners or something like that.
Jesus, nothing to be sneezed at.
No, last week we did fucking like...
All tickets buyers.
Ballad. Well, we did a couple of shows and there was people from the radio that went, so it does reach... It's reaching a different audience from podcasts, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it'll be totally different.
So we have our live pod coming up now on the 5th of April. I talk about that all the time. Anything that's coming up. Oh, by the way,
I'd have fun. If somebody offered me a radio show compared to a podcast, I'd take it.
It's different because you have a wee radio, wee music breaks.
Great crack. I should beg into radio.
And you have to stay in the fucking between the lines. You know what I mean? You do improve a bit because I was getting I think we were getting too vulgar at times, weren't we? Like on the pod, we just went to town.
Yeah.
It was like a few lessons. We hate our first 20 because it's just like, hey, fuckity, fuck off, fuck, fanny's right, fuck, constant. Even when I see clips of me doing stand-up, it's too much cursing me.
Oh, watch yourself do stand up. I'd rather watch yourself have sex.
Oh, it's tight.
It is.
That's shite.
Strive That special I recorded last year. I've literally watched about 30 seconds of it. It is
I've watched
painful,
me
like.
going up to grab the mic and I'll turn it off.
Yeah.
Laveries. Need to be drunk even to look at it.
It is fucking woeful. I don't like it at all.
It's tight. Because you see all your wee... Everything you don't want to see, you see. Amplified.
Yeah.
You don't see any good.
No. It's woeful.
What are you laughing at? Everything? Fucking up your stuff.
Right, boys, I need to get to work, eh? We're nearly at an hour and 10 minutes here.
You starting work tonight? What kind of job does
to do night shift,
huh?
I'm going to night shift, saving the world.
Mark, thanks for coming down and jumping on our wee special
It was a
podcast.
pleasure chatting to you, boys.
Your boiler room's already sold out here, is it?
I think the initial numbers was, but sure,
get
they
them,
messed
bubble
up the numbers. There's more fit in than
Stick it up to 60, and if anybody wants it, you just go to your
website.
McCarney.
MarkMcCarney.com.
MarkMcCarney.com. Get on it. There'll be a few. That's an extra 15 tickets. I think you can add to this. This is the room you want to see him. This is the fucking place. The boiler room,
Definitely, yeah, 100%.
And then just go to his socials. You'll see where the rest of them are. There's a couple of theatres. There's a couple of big rooms if you can't get down here. So, good luck with that, my man.
Cheers, well, you'll be here.
And podcast. Good morning, McCarney. Morning,
McCarney.
Morning, McCarney.
McCarney Plus.
Research.
McCarney Plus. Right.
But not too many of these because he doesn't want to.
No, it's getting too much there now.
Manny, look at him.
No, it's
I don't know if the door's open on that.
I don't push it now. Just whatever I have, I'm happy enough with.
There you go. What a legend.
Cheers, Mark.
Good water, boys. Take it easy.
Fucking